a natural bakery, and we provide gourmet cookies and pies. We sell our desserts wholesale, we sell them retail, and then we sell all of our desserts online as well. Yeah, so I started the business when I was 13.
Okay.
And in my mom's kitchen, I had a passion for business and wanted a job at the time. And then I had a love for desserts and pastries, and I still love to eat desserts, probably more than I should. We do about 6 days out of the week. Yeah. Joy's in here pretty much every day with the exception of Saturday and Sunday. I try to come in Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays and kind of help a little bit in the bakery and kind of make sure everything's smooth. When I started, it was my mom's kitchen, so I didn't have a location now. We have a presence in the Daily Center, we have the South Loop storefront, and then we actually have a place where we actually bake the cookies, and we're looking at storefront, possibly a storefront number 2 that's in the works of being negotiated right now.
What would you say right now is your most significant business challenge, maybe with a specific project or in general?
Trying to make sure it runs without me, having to be involved in different aspects and areas of the business. So obviously bakers, because we're a bakery, so I need folks who can learn how to bake cookies the way that we bake them and learn our process. Also a good manager, a good sales person to kind of help me with sales and development, who's kind of versatile in different ways, who can do a little bit of everything. We try to get most of our deliveries here, but there are sometimes when we can't get everything delivered on a truck. So sometimes I'm shopping, sometimes I'm in meetings. I'm trying to work on more development to increase more sales. So a lot of times I'm just kind of at my computer, sending emails, looking at how I can get new customers, managing the business behind the computer, little stuff that can be so time consuming. So that's why I like that Joy can kind of take over baking everything now, so I can focus on scaling and growing the business. And train them properly, you know what I mean? Because, obviously you think baking cookies, but there's a lot that's involved. It's hard work.
I learned a lot about baking. Being that I didn't have any experience before, kind of learned everything I know about cooking here.
I want to be better at training them to do their job, and so I take responsibility too. How can I be better to train and to have an organized team?
Since you're not just cookies, what else are you?
Basically cookies and pies. So we even have a line of gluten-free and vegan items. We try to have specialty cookies that are unique to the market that you necessarily can't just find anywhere.
Less about how large the team is, but what does the team look like? What kind of jobs are people already taking care of?
I have folks that currently work for me. They're either baking cookies or they're manning the booth or they're manning the register, if you will, where they're selling the actual cookies. And so basically that's what consists of my team. Those are the employees that I have.
Where are you usually going back and forth between?
Usually the storefront, the kitchen, sometimes the post office when I have to make deliveries. But usually I'm always back and forth here. This is the storefront here.
What are some short-term goals that you have right now for NotJustCookies, and what do you think might be making it difficult to achieve those?
Some stuff is it's like in the process. I don't necessarily know if I should disclose it yet, since it's like, we're kind of negotiating little
that
things
makes
right
sense,
there.
Yeah.
The storefront, the South Loop one, is going extremely well, and so there's an opportunity that's come along for it, working on a new location here in Chicago, and then working with retailers and expanding our wholesale line, getting our cookies in area stores here in Chicago. I guess some of the challenges with that would be for the stores is our packaging. Right now, if you come in our bakery, you'll see our cookies packaged in half dozen packs or 2 cookies in a pack, and we have nice little cellophane bags. But when you have items on actual store shelf, you need to have extremely nice packaging that catches folks' eyes, that looks nice, that has UPC codes. Because on the shelves here, you're competing with such large companies like Kraft and so many companies in the food business, and obviously their packaging is stellar. It is costly, and so that's a hurdle.
So would you agree maybe one of your short-term goals is figuring out how to make better packaging for yourself and making that less expensive?
Better packaging, yeah, and less expensive. Hopefully we can do that.
What are things that are difficult for you to do personally that are fixed when given as a job to someone else?
I am a people person. I am an outgoing person, but I think the customer service aspect of it is something that can be challenging for me. Whether it be email or in person, it's better for me to delegate that to someone else who has the patience for it. Yeah, so that I don't become a bad reflection of the company. To say that.
What are some examples of current projects or stuff you guys have been more focused on?
Sure. Well, right now the storefront is, because it's still new. Right now we're just working on getting customers in, folks in the area, spreading out the word. We're working on marketing. How can we reach more people to come into the store? We're expanding our menu just because of the demand. More inventory in the storefront, more customers in there. Yeah. I guess 5 years down the line, I would love to really have expanded the wholesale line. So basically have our cookies available in national retailers. So folks not just in Chicago and the Midwest, but folks on the East Coast and West Coast can have the opportunity to purchase their cookies just by going to their local grocer. Retail, meaning the storefronts, has not necessarily been one of my goals, but seeing how successful it is and how neighborhoods and communities really like that.
It's not just empty because you don't have a lot of stuff in the first place. It's because you had a good day today.
Yeah, we had a very good day, and so we're sold out of a lot of stuff. I would love to expand that possibly into more not just cookie franchises in the next couple of years in the Chicago area. One of the things that we go back and forth is whether we're going to continue to produce our own product, because a lot of businesses will work with co-packers, and what they do is they give the formula to someone else and they produce their own product. But one of the things that I've made up my mind is I would like to always be in charge of my own manufacturing. So as we grow, I would manufacture all of our cookies and our products ourselves and grow that way and be in charge of all of our production and be able to provide a lot of jobs, especially to minorities and inner city communities. And well, there's so many different ways. I don't know where to start to help me. One of the things right now is all of my growth has just been from me reinvesting all of the profits back into the business. I'm going to have to actually get capital so that I can expand even more. That's going to be huge. We talked about the packaging, looking at this new storefront opportunity here, folks who may have experience with helping other food businesses with food packaging. That would be great. That's affordable. I don't know if they would be graphic designers or whatever that may be, but that may even have experience or definitely ideas. Would please reach out. I think that would be a good asset to have. So
yeah.
And then the summer is coming up, and so we will be doing a lot of farmers markets, and so I'm always looking for help, folks who can drive and help set up at our events, and just eager, energetic folks that like to.
Learn something.
Exactly. Anybody like that would definitely love to have a part of our team. So
great.
Yeah.
Thank you again.
Thank you, Matt.
Wow.
Talking over new ideas with Andrew Tavares about his next startup. As of now, it's just the idea, but thinking about MVPs, how to take it forward. Jay, how's it going?
Pretty good.
SEO, setting up the SEO, I see.
If you're subscribed to Hustle Gurus and you still don't know when a video comes out, it's because you don't have on post notifications. Let me help you. When you press subscribe, there's going to be a little bell. Tap that bell, click that bell, and you'll always get notified.